Alright. What's up, night peoples? Hey, it's been a few days, since I did a video, and, those videos were kind of cheats because, they weren't really night discussions, they were just walk around videos. But, thought I'd do one for you guys today. And, I seen, a few videos out there on, my 3 night pet peeves. So I thought I would go over that, what would stop me, 3 things that when I look at knives now, that prevent me from saying, hey, I would buy that knife. But let's start with a toke from the TVL. Most awesome. And I think it's like 2/3 more effective. 2/3 more effective than cessation programs and gums and nicotine and whatever. If you're smoking, do yourself a favor. Help your health. Okay, now, let's see. Get into this. So before we go any further, sorry about the little isotoner glove thing going on, but I got nerve damage in both arms, and the right hand is kind of hinky sometimes. So we'll go from there. Alrighty. Let's see. What are we going to start out with? Let's see. The first thing that would prevent me from buying a knife when I first see it. And we're going to use this one as an example. This is my son's ZT 0620, and it's well loved, but also well used. He is used and you could say abused this thing. But he has really cleaned it up here lately, and but on to what we're talking about. For me, that right there. You see this wave disc. If you draw a line right down from this wave disc, boom, right there across your cutting edge. So, by placing that wave disc there, you've essentially cut out a whole, at least 1/4 inch of your cutting edge, because it's coming across anything in the cutting path. Also, as far as sharpening, this never gets sharpened because the sharpening stone always hits this. So you have to take this whole damn thing completely off. Same thing with thumb studs. If it's getting in the way of the cutting path, it's a no-go for me. So it's going to get in the way of the cutting path, or if it's going to block my ability to sharpen it, or cause me to have to do extra work to sharpen it, then that's not something I'm real interested in. That's a no-go from off the bat. But that's I'm generally I don't like thumb studs, thumb discs. I don't like the wave opening. Before anybody puts any negative comments or gives me a dislike, I have owned four Emersons, and this is a better Emerson than the Emersons, with the exception of one Emerson. And you guys are gonna go crazy. You're gonna say no way, but the LaGriff is just, for what it is made to do, it is excellent. But anyhow, that's my first no-go. Thumb studs, thumb plates, thumb disc. If it gets in the way of the cutting edge, if it gets in the way of me sharpening, nah, don't want it, don't need it. Let's see. Secondly, and this is a real biggie. Proprietary hardware. if you have proprietary hardware on your knives, what does that tell me? It tells me, A, you think your customer base is too stupid or ignorant to be able to take apart their own knives. And so you want to make sure that they can't. And if it's not that, it's you do not trust your own construction and your own craftsmanship and materials to be taken apart and put back together. If you really, really want to, produce a knife, a tool, something that's going to be made and used and worked on and carried, you're going to want to be able to disassemble it, and you're going to want to be able to, that's just common sense. I mean, look at anybody who owns a firearm, or a flashlight. It's essential, that you be able to take care of your knife, that you be able to do maintenance on it yourself. And just ridiculous to say, hey, we think you guys are such idiots, or that we don't trust you guys enough, or we don't trust our own materials enough, so that we have to do this so that you can't get into it. And if you do get into it, then you void your warranty. So a perfect example of this is this Microtech right here. Microtech. Great knives, horrible customer service, and horrible, crappy, proprietary hardware. Now, what's wrong with this one? It's come off track. That's all. Yeah. So, try as I might, everything I've tried to put it back on track, I cannot get it back on track. So I'm left with two options here. I could send it into Microtech, and I might never see it again because they're Microtech. Or I could try and take it apart myself and go from there, but that voids any warranty that I have whatsoever. So either way, I'm between a rock and a hard place. Proprietary hardware, never again. And my last one is such a biggie for me that I don't even have an example of it. I used to. This right here. Look at that. That's a satin finish. But if you were to buy this knife from the store, it came with a stonewash finish. That's my biggest pet peeve. I waited at number 3, but it's really my number 1 pet peeve when it comes to what I will carry in a knife. No stone washes, no DLC black blades, satin finish, or mirror. And the reason I say that is knife companies want to tell you, oh, we put this black DLC diamond-like, okay, which that doesn't tell you what the hell it is, but they'll say diamond-like coating on this blade to protect it from the elements, to protect it from rust, and because if we left this blade untreated, this particular steel would rust. But if you put a mirror polish on it, then you wouldn't have to apply your crappy DLC. I'm going to fade, I'm going to rub, I'm going to wear, and look horrible in 5 years coating. But yeah, doing a really high satin finish or a good mirror finish requires time and attention and a lot of manpower hours, and that's something that the knife companies, they just don't want to admit to. So they tell you, oh, this is a working finish. Well, no, really, it's hey, we use this finish to cover up blemishes in our knives, to cover up mistakes in heat treat that you would be able to see otherwise. So yeah, it's just a cheap sales marketing gimmick to save money. is not to say, hey, we're lazy, because there are companies out there who do it and do it very well. Bark River is one of those companies. Bark River does excellent finish on all their blades. It's just some companies just do it to save money. And that's all it is. It's a money saving procedure. But if you are a company or a knife maker who has a lack of ethics, it is a cheap and affordable way to cover up your mistakes without them being noticed. So those are my three. You guys feel free to shoot your three below. I would like to thank my new subscribers, and I would like to especially thank my latest subscriber, Michael Emler. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you showing up. This is it till later, guys. Peace out.